He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And this one is gone. A home run.
Well, he was 0 for in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
The 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. He's through first and hustling for second. Around second now and headed for third. He will score as they extend their lead to 2.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is. Here's Neil Walker, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try
Jays today. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Yankees are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
And there to grab it is Tulowitzki for route number 2.
Some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. The Yankees answer right. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx. Lifted in the air out to right. Heading after it is Judge. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Stepping in, Devin Travis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Ready for another angle this first time up. Now a driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly. The pitch. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
The second for one, on to first, and they turn the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Yanks held in check. They still trail it here. Here's Justin Smoke now as we begin the top of the fourth. 1 and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Now at the plate, Rendell Grichuk 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So coming to the plate, Yangervis Solarte 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. After it is Gardner, 2 down. Stepping into the box, Troy Tulowitzki. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Pilar has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line toward the alley in left center. Drury will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Here's Neil Walker. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for Manny Machado.
Now batting, the shortstop, Manny.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, a little bouncer. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Scorched to third. There is Solarte, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They're down 2-1. Now batting, Brendan Drury. And he made it exciting early on as he circled the bases with an inside the park home run his first time up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Andujar's got it. Here's Walker for one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Martin. A double play.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin.
Ready once again, Kevin Pillar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Devin Travis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Little dribbler down the line, but that one rolls foul. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. Here's Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High in the air out to center field.
Chasing after it is Pillar.
He's there and records the first out.
That's center fielder number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton now. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, in still just the first month of the season, but he leads the AL in that department at this juncture. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, and he's safe. Wow, he almost.
You can't fold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. He pulls this one into right. Richard has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner on to first, and they get the double play. Yanks strand a pair. Our score. Digging in, Kendrys Morales. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Popped him up. Voigt waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Justin Smoke now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Way in front of that fastball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Richard.
Here's Randall Grichuk. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Bullet back up the middle. Stanton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They still lead it. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll be the one to lead things off now against Aaron Sanchez. The 1-1 home. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Pilar is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Neil
Striding forward
Walker.
now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Neil Walker. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hit out towards second. Travis fields it cleanly. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Manny Machado.
Digging in, Manny Machado. He hits with two away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind. Hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left, hooking, but it's a fair ball, home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, as the Yankees have tied things up. It's 2-2. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez to third. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Into the box, Yonhervis Solarte. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Walker is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. In there, 2-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Into the box, Brendan Drury. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Pilar. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Didi Gregorius, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Hard liner to center field. Pilar patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Hit sharply on the ground. Tulowitzki is up with it. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. The 1-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. stepping up to the plate, Devin Travis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Next will be the designated hitter, Kendrys Morales. He got under one and popped out his last time up. The 1-2. High pop-up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Here it is, the 3-0. Is looked at for the first strike. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains deadlocked at 2. Danny Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot here to left. And it's ball game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row, but you can hit the ball out of it just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Here's Miguel Andujar now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But foul. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Drury ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here's Neil Walker. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now the 2-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Two offering. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run here for Neil Walker, number 11 for him on the season, and it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Here's Manny Machado now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Zach Britton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Here's Randall Bridges. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 1-2. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. He flew out in his last at-bat. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. Popped him up. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's a staggering 21 wins in a row. This is some pretty historic stuff we're watching. That
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, Manny Machado launched 2 balls into the seats, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 4-2. Cody Anderson earned the
Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. The Yanks look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next, Jay Happ gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Jay Happ, big, tall guy, about 6'4", 215 pounds, has really put things together. Not overpowering, but pinpoint control. Reminds me a lot of former AL Cy Young Award winner Cliff Lee. Control with really good stuff. Good fastball, good changeup, and his curveball is getting a lot better.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He enters play hitting over 400 versus left-handed pitching, and obviously he's got a lefty out there today. I'm looking for a laser show, something exciting out of him, no doubt.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there. 2 gone. Striding forward now is the DH, Kendrys Morales, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And Machado will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays into the box now. Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. So 1-1 home. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Ripped down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Hernandez is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Center fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pillar's there. And that retires the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still no score. Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Fouled away. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Randall Grichuk. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone. In now, Yangervis Solarte. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Standing in now, Teoscar Hernandez. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Stanton to the track. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
This is skied into short left center. Gardner comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Digging in, Russell Martin. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Jays are out in front. Now to the plate, Brett Gardner, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get it.
The 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Smoke has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Settling in now, Manny Machado. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he's totaled 4 hits in 31 tries. He's taken him deep once. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone!
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
1-1. He pulls this one into right. Richard is there, 2 down.
Third baseman.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Pillar, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. Ready with another 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. So striding in, Brandon Drury, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Kendrys Morales. He flew out in his last at-bat. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Blue Jays held. Hard on the ground toward short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bounce down the third baseline. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Smoke has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The center fielder, number 27.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Judge rounds the corner and is headed home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rendell Grichuk. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. 1-2, here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Yohannes Solarte.
Second baseman.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. He's got it, and there are two down now. Ready to take his axe again, Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-2. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. Hernandez is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. High in the air out to center field. Pilar is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. Smoke takes it in. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. After the break, don't go away. Troy Tulowitzki will start things off. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. 1-1. Lifted into center field. Stanton has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The catcher, number 55.
The 3-2 pitch. Left side. On to first, and Haps rolling now, 2 away.
Center fielder.
In now, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Tapped down the line. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Andujar, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high into the second deck and gone.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you one lapse, one bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
In now, Aaron Judge. Hit to third. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting. Second baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The 1-1. Hit well on the ground to first. Ah, way to get dirty. Hey now. Brandon Drury will bat next. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Back up the middle. Oh, look at Machado. The throw to first. It's there, and he's out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. High in the air out to center field. Stanton has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Rendell Grichuk. Runner in scoring position with Savannah. Hot shot down the line. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Bounced weakly near the plate. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. One left for Toronto. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Tulowitzki fields it cleanly. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Liner toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Here's Manny Machado now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Payoff pitch one more time. Grounder down the line at third. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. Smoke toward third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. So a two-out single there as we check out the teams with the highest batting averages here in the first month of the season. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. So digging in now, Gary Sanchez.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the two-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third. Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base-hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll?
In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. Now 2 runs have scored.
That's a monster at bat right there. A 1-run lead is fine and everything, but a 3-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that 3-bagger.
2-1, here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career. here on Broadway. Standing in, Yonherba Solarte. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton on the run. 1 out.
Now batting. Left
At the
fielder.
plate to Oscar Hernandez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Skied down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. Out about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Mark Leiter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Striding into the box, Luke Voigt. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
The right. Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here it comes on 1-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pilar's there, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Neil.
Ready now,
Walker.
Neil Walker. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Richard is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. Standing in now, Justin Smoke. Skied down the left field line. Gardner is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Jays get one back on the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 6. The Jays 4. So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hard hit toward the hole. Tulowitzki scoops it up. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brett Gardner. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The next 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line toward the gap in left center. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. Fine sliding catch here will take us to break. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Rendell Grichuk will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Gardner moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Now in the box, Yangervis Solarte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Dylan Betances answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. 1 out, nobody on. High pop-up. Voigt is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So that'll bring in Teoscar.
Every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over.
Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Oh, and a good curveball gets him swinging for the first out of the evening. Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes, and it's fouled away. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Popped him up. Andujar over to his right. And that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Buxton giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 0 for 5. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Here's Brett Gardner now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Line towards center field. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit.